Hey guys, David here from Sunshine Acres in Queensland in the beautiful Sunshine Coast hinterland. Not much sun today, a bit overcast. We're hoping for a bit of rain because honestly it's pretty dry and dusty. I'm a bit over it myself. Anyway, today I'm going to do you a quick overview on the cooling system. I think this is the blueprint for most Landhero style machines running a Rado or even a Honda. This is the last video I'm ever going to do on cooling systems because I've put a fair bit of work into this. So I hope you like it and hope this helps you, some of you guys. Thanks. Okay, so here it is. As you can see, I've put a fan in the rear here. That's the original fan from the radiator. I put a high flow fan on top of the radiator. Australian brand called Davis Craig, pretty renowned for their hot rod and performance vehicles. So this fan here pulls air in past your body, so it keeps the working station nice and cool. The air flows in through here and comes out here. I've transferred the stock cowling from the back to the front of the radiator, and I've put my Davis Craig on here. I've also cut the front out here, so we've got really good flow out through the bonnet. As you can see, the fan's pretty close, so it's near on ducted, so we're getting positive flow straight out through this gap. You can see here how I've placed the fan and the cowl on top. Here comes that rain. The other big major upgrade is this heat shield right here. It's attached to the radiator. You can see here, it folds down over there. It allows air to be ducted through from that fan at the back over the top, without picking up the hot air from the radiator, over the top of that and into here. It's also big enough that this is coming down here and protecting the radiant heat onto the pump, so we're getting less heat pump temperatures. Yeah, so that's basically the whole design. It works really well. You can run this thing hard in about 35 degrees Celsius all day. We don't get much hotter than 65 degrees, depending on the implement we're running. Even the stump grinder doesn't really make it hot. Yeah, so that's the basic overview. In through here, over the top of the heat shield, and straight out through the radiator. We've wrapped the exhaust in this rippled aluminium. You could just use a exhaust blanket from Jake Nicholson online. I did have one originally, but unfortunately I damaged it, so I had to make up a second one, and I didn't have time to wait for it to come from the States. So I've used this aluminium and some 10mm insulation wool, heat shield insulation wool, might add, just not your standard stuff you might use at home. Yeah, so that's the overview. This guy here, you can come in, you can touch this after a full day's work, and it's probably only around 30-40 degrees. Radiator sits at around 50 degrees, the oil, and the oil coming sitting down here in your hydraulic tank gets to about 60-65 degrees on a really hot day. The biggest things I've noticed is we don't get any heat built up into the side of the machine. There's no heat here, there's no heat there. We're not getting heat coming out of these controls. The operator station's nice and cool, so it's not blowing heat over on you. It's pulling the air right through and just bringing it right through this whole machine and out. I'd also like to show that there's sort of minimal dust up and around here where you need it, where you don't want it, sorry. There's a little bit of dirt in here because, like I said, it's pretty bloody dusty, but most of the time your dust is being blown away from the machine. You can see here how this guy comes down, almost seals, like it's a bit off, but this is just blowing straight out here. We get tremendous airflow out here. This Davis Craig thermofan, it does put out about 1,000 cubic feet per minute, or CFM. Pretty bloody powerful for its size, whereas the stock one is about 600. So it's almost twice the airflow for the same size fan. And that's what I've done, guys. I think this is pretty much a standard blueprint for all of these type of designs. I'd like to see this become the Australian standard for these machines that get shipped out here. And I'm pretty confident that this machine will work all day long without getting hot. Hope this helps some of you guys that are having heating troubles. It is probably a little bit more work than what most people want to go to. And I'm hoping to develop this as a kit one day. Thanks.